Today's practice begins in child's pose. Bring your knees mat distance apart and extend your arms out overhead. Your big toes may be grazing one another as your hips start to fall deeper and deeper down towards your heels. Begin by cultivating a long, deep inhalation that invites a lengthening through the sides of your body, through your lateral lines. Each of your exhalations invites a deepening of your heart and your hips down towards the earth. As you inhale, you can feel your breath penetrating through your back body, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, you observe a sinking, a surrendering from the heart down into the earth beneath you. Sitting here softly, beginning to breathe in and out through your nose as we enter today's heart-opening, love-focused practice. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all of the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. These are the words of Rumi, who teaches us that as we move through this practice, our work is not to try and find love, but instead to find the barriers, to find the blockages, the restrictions deep inside of us that hold us back from giving and from receiving the love that we deserve. Continue breathing long, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Tuning your focus into your heart center and just taking these first few moments to observe your own relationship with love. Do you feel loved in your life? Do you feel comfortable loving others? Are you sitting in a state of heartache and fear of loving again? And what would it take for you to make an intention, a commitment right now to open your heart to giving and receiving unconditional love? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale all of those barriers, all of those blockages that hold you back from giving and receiving love. Take one more long, deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, prepare to lift all the way back up. Only for a moment as you take your right arm out to the right and slide your right arm under your left arm. Keeping your left arm extended overhead, start to feel the stretch again through your deep lateral lines, the sides of your body. If your right ear can't fall comfortably to the floor, feel free to place a block under your right ear or perhaps a blanket. But now begin to observe the sensations piercing through your right shoulder. And right away, inhale, lift that right arm up. And as you exhale, slide your left arm under your right arm. Extend your right arm out overhead. For the few moments that we spend here, can you feel the sensations moving through your body? Through that left side of your body, the left side of your neck, through your left shoulder, and of course through the right lateral line. Noticing what these sensations feel like. Are they warm? Are they cold? Tingly, tickly? Do they feel stiff? As you inhale, lift your arm back to center and gently find your way to seated, with the option of sitting up on the edge of a block or a bolster. Take the soles of your feet together, far enough away from your pelvis that you're creating a diamond shape between your legs. And then wave, dance your torso down in space. Take time here to explore where your first edge is, your first resting place. And as you start to settle, take a deep breath in. Exhale to invite deep relaxation into all of your muscles. Remembering that our Yin Yoga practice focuses on our Yin tissues, our tendons, our ligaments, our bones, our skin. And these fascial networks that move through our body respond to stillness, respond to time, as these are more plastic tissues as opposed to our muscles, which are quite elastic. In order to change their shape, it's required that we just sit here. We sit and we breathe, and we observe the sensations that rise and then fall. We get to know our relationship with these sensations, and perhaps honoring our intention of love today, we can let ourselves be compassionate when the sensations don't feel particularly wonderful. Noticing how we respond to discomfort. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale as you start to linger down to your second edge. A new resting place. Maybe this invites the physical shape to change. Perhaps your head naturally melts closer towards the floor. Or perhaps this edge is something less physical and more emotional, a clearing of thoughts in your mind, a reconnection to those long, deep inhalations and exhalations. On your next inhalation, lift your torso up, draw your knees together, and slowly swivel your legs out behind you, sitting up on your knees as we prepare to come into saddle pose. Take your heels to either side of your hips, perhaps placing a block underneath your bum as you start to walk back onto your forearms, allowing the crown of your head to lower down in space. At this point, you could place a bolster or blankets beneath your spine. You could absolutely stay seated upright. Or you can begin to lower your entire back body down onto the floor, stretching your arms up overhead. Here in saddle pose, on a functional physical level, we're stimulating a stretch through our ankle joints, our knee joints, our hips. You'll start to notice a subtle compression in your lower back. And I'd like you to really tune into these sensations of compression, where your bone starts to hit your bone, perhaps flesh hits bone or flesh hits flesh. In our physical body, when we reach this point of compression, this is our edge. This is our final edge. We won't go any further. Compression exists in the movement away from our movement. In saddle pose, compression settles in your back body. Meanwhile, that stretch you're feeling through the front line of your body, from your pubic bone up through your stomach, through your chest, this is called tension. Now, tension is malleable. Tension is a sensation that we can notice, we can observe, and we can perhaps deepen. Breathe into the front line of your body. Notice how the breath changes the sensation, and as you exhale, soften, sink, surrender. Noticing here the openness through your heart. As you gently press your hands down into the floor, mindfully lift your spine up away from the earth. And find your way all the way down onto your stomach. Take a moment here to just be, to feel. Perhaps bending your knees, setting your knees mat distance apart, just like we did in child's pose, and drawing the soles of your feet together. Or crossing one ankle over the other. Unwinding from the intensity of saddle pose. And gently release your legs. Taking another moment here in revolved Shavasana just to feel. Preparing to come up into another back bend, we'll practice Sphinx pose. Coming up onto your forearms, rest your elbows just a few inches further ahead than your shoulders and spread your fingers wide, pressing your palms down on the floor. Take a deep breath in, feel that breath move through your entire back body, lifting your heart center. And as you exhale, soften your chest, soften your gaze down between your forearms, perhaps resting your head on a block. Your legs are nice and tight together, big toes touching one another softly. And again, you'll start to notice here the distinction between tension and compression. Compression is that sensation of bone hitting bone, bone hitting flesh in your lower back body. Whereas tension is that miraculous stretch moving through the front line of your body, from your pubic bone to your belly to your chest. If you feel intense compression here in your back, bone hitting bone, do not try and push yourself any further. Honoring your body by staying in this variation, rehydrating the connective tissues from right here. If you don't feel any compression in your back body, take your palms mat distance apart, spread your fingers wide, pointing out about 40 degrees, and straighten your arms. Not only will this deepen the sensation in your back body, but it will extend the tension that you're feeling through your front line of connective tissue. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, find a softness through your front line, a softness through your gaze. Lingering in whichever variation best suits your body, keeping you in a place of slight challenge, but not pain, never coming into pain. Staying tuned into your breath. As you slowly lower back down to the first variation, Sphinx pose. Notice what it feels like to be in a sustained heart-opening shape for such a prolonged period of time. And slowly find your way onto your belly. Rest your head in your hands. Bend your knees. Flop your knees from left to right. Flop your knees from left to right, relieving the tenderness in our lower back. And take a moment here to feel with stillness. If perhaps you have started to undo the barriers that you have built around your heart. From here, we'll open our right arm out towards the right, keeping our arm long, aligned with the top of our mat. And then roll onto the right side of your body. Bend your top leg, place the sole of your top foot behind you, and push the earth away with your left hand. You have the option of lifting your left arm up in space and allowing it to float back towards your opposite fingertips. Again, if your right ear cannot reach the floor, take a pillow or a blanket beneath your ear and start to observe the sensations through those lateral lines, the side lines of your body. Stretching the fascial networks around our serratus anterior. Opening up through our shoulders. And if you've lifted your left arm, bring your awareness to an imaginary line right along the front of your chest, down each of your arms and out through each of your fingers. This is your heart meridian line. Can you feel your heart beaming open, bursting open, unlocking? Perhaps visualizing the color green, lighting up across your chest. And then exhaling to lower back down onto your belly. Take a moment here. Observe the distinctions between the right side and the left side of your body. And when you're ready, extend your left arm out towards the left, parallel with the top of your mat. Bend your right foot. Press the sole of your right foot down on the floor behind your left foot and push the earth away with your right hand. Again, supporting your left ear if need be, with that option of taking your top hand, your right hand, and lifting it up in space. Again, filling that front line of your chest, your arms, and each of your fingers with the color green. The color associated with our heart chakra, but also associated with Mother Earth and nature, like the lush green jungles of South America. And from here, your breath begins to take over. Your breath begins to do the work for you. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Inhaling love, exhaling any barriers to give and receive love. On your next exhale, slowly lower right back down onto your belly. Rest your head in your hands. Take a moment to feel. What does this feel like? And gently press yourself all the way up onto your knees, placing some support underneath your knees if there's any sensitivities at all as we prepare now to come into Ustrasana or camel pose, the greatest heart opener of all. Take your hands to your lower back. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Draw your tailbone down towards your pubis, as though you're being pulled up from your navel, and begin to arch your back by any amount, either keeping your gaze straight ahead or releasing your head down in space, opening up through your throat chakra. Breathing those soft, shortened breaths here, honoring your body. And then lower gently your chest all the way down to your thighs. Wrap your arms behind your body. Give yourself a little squeeze, curling up like a beetle, and take a deep breath in. Exhale. We will do one more round of Ustrasana. Stretching our neck, our chest, our thighs, our psoas. As you inhale, lift back up. Take your hands to your lower back on either side of your sacrum. Again, draw your tailbone towards your pubis as though you're being pulled up from your navel. Arch your back. This time, if your back body does not get stuck in a place of compression, perhaps take your hands down towards your heels. Breathe here, strengthening your back, your glutes, your triceps. Lengthening, stretching out your front line. Feel the tension running through the front line of your body. And as you inhale, mindfully, carefully, come all the way back up. Rest your chest on top of your thighs, knees tight, toes tight. Maybe give yourself a little back massage, rubbing your hands against your neck. A moment of self-love and appreciation for the hard work we're doing today. And gently make your way into Anahatasana, melting heart pose. With your knees hip distance and your hips high. Hips high, stretch your arms out overhead. Take a deep breath in, feel your whole back body elongate. And as you exhale, your heart melts towards the floor. Melting heart pose, breathing in. Gently find your way back up onto all fours, coming into cat-cow. As you inhale, loop your shoulders back, send your tailbone high, lift your gaze, lift your chest. As you exhale, push down through your hands, round through your upper back, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, roll your shoulders up and back, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, take your gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, loop your shoulders up and back, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, round, push the earth away. As you inhale, come back to neutral. Mindfully come down to seated. And slowly find your way down onto your mat, lying on your back. Open your arms wide, send your hips out to the left, and drop your knees down to the right. If you're dealing with any lower back pain, stack your knees on top of one another and draw them slightly closer towards your face. Now breathe in through your nose to grow long through your spine, and as you exhale, allow your shoulders to melt down into the floor. Perhaps triggering some of the tissues through our neck and upper back by taking your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. and then breathing here and practicing our mantra. Inhale, draw your knees to center, slide them over to the other side. As I breathe in love. And as I breathe out, I let go. As I breathe in love. And as I breathe out, I let go. Even if you don't know what you're letting go of, just visualize the area around your heart center clearing up, like clouds clearing on a stormy day. And gently inhale your knees back to center. Make any final fidgets or wiggles or movements you need before extending your legs down on the floor. Relaxing the soles of your feet, relax your ankles. Allow the weight of your legs to bear heavy against the earth. Resting one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, gently separate the biting surfaces of your teeth and close your eyes. As I breathe in love. And as I breathe out, I let go. Continue to repeat this mantra as you drift away into the most important posture of our sequence, final Shavasana. Take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale to let go. Thanking yourself for taking the time to open your heart. Namaste.